Hey guys, welcome to Shawn Linton Talk Show. I'm your host. Hope you're well and you're alright. I just would really like to congratulate all of our young people and all of our, whether young, whatever age, that is actually out there and trying to make it work. First, we must say that we do understand that a dream, and I know some people sell this dream concept in a way of more so production, as it in production as retail. But when I teach about dream or the dream, I come from the perspective of purpose. I come from the perspective of destiny. I do come from the perspective that is depth deep, something that you got to realize that you were born with, something that no one has the ability to take away from you. And having that, you've got to fight against a lot of obstacles. What I want to talk about today is the drugs, especially in Derby City Centre, the Mamba, the whatever drugs it is. I see the papers, especially the Derby Telegraph, give they do a good job in giving us a highlight of what is going on. And people, firstly, when the Mamba came out, the Mamba snake, I think it is a waste matter that is not really clean. So obviously when you take it, I think it's sending your brain into a catatonic, a sleeping stage and so on. So anything like that, is not you're not going to be safe with. It's not really safe firstly to begin with yourself, and it's not safe for the surrounding community. We're talking about children, we're talking about vulnerable people, we're talking about people with different issues, and actually vulnerable young people also. We have to protect that, and we do understand that there are cases, and I will go into that lecture another time, whereby we do understand why people take drugs and excessive alcohol. But for this show, we are talking about what is going on in the city center, that we have excessive police. The police could be doing another job, people, social service, or whatever service that is provided there could be doing something to make our community, our city, a better city, So if we get rid of the Mamba or whatever drugs it is to make them really catatonic. Now, if I had somebody else doing this video, I'll be showing you the demonstration that will make you laugh, that is, I've never actually, I can't remember, the truth is, oh yes, I have seen somebody. I was going to say that I can't remember seeing it, but I saw somebody. I was coming home from town to Chester Green, and I saw this guy. He was in the middle of the road sleeping, actually standing, and I grabbed him, and he was pulling me down in the middle of the road. So I just pulled him up. The cars was coming and they were blowing, and I just pulled him over the side safely for him to sit down, because that's what it does to the brain. So we are encouraging people not to take the Mamba, and we are encouraging anyone that's provided. We understand it is that we have got to help people and protect people. And I know people can't blame it on anybody. You can't blame it that this person have given it to me, this person gave it to me. You can't. Now, if you were drugged accidentally, now that's different. That is you can file a report against such an incident, but in that case, when you willingly buy it, you are responsible and accountable for your own action. We need to make our community safer, and we need to, there's tons of stuff that we could be, that one could be doing. One could be going to college, university, one could be studying to become something that one always desired to become. And we do understand that it's not easy. Nothing in life is easy. Getting up out of the bed is not easy. Going to get yourself ready, it's not easy. Nothing is easy. As long as we are alive and we're human, and the price we pay is having discipline. Is not only working, but it's the discipline, having good principle in order to concentrate and to keep our attention focus to where we're going. We understand that when it becomes an issue to other people, then that's when people talk. Whatever you do privately, that is between the law of the land. But something that is a humanitarian issue, well, it's the people like me to speak up about it. And I would like to say, because this is a humanitarian, well, it's just out of order, and we are asking to help. You can be doing something with your life. Life is good, and don't forget, this is the United Kingdom. I have worked with countries that are far primitive, and I take that word back, that have not got the resources to help themselves. They're trying, but they haven't. But they are so proud, and they are working hard. And if they get this opportunity in the UK that a lot of people were born and raised, they would utilize and maximize it to the fullest. To the fullest level. So we do encourage people. While we know it ain't easy, just like there's nothing in life that is easy, we are asking you to do. And remember, is try. If you try a little bit harder, there are services that provide. You can speak to your GP. You can go into any police station. You can go into any council house, I believe. You can go into services that is provided to the public for help for drugs and substance misuse. And you can get help with that. You can ask your GP to refer you to a psychiatrist and help. But you can't say you can't. You can. What happened if you were in a place that these things weren't accessible, or we didn't have a member issue? You can do it if you want to do it. And I would say, and I would encourage you to do it, to get off. And because life is beautiful if you lived it with discipline. I know it pains and it hurts, and it is not something that is attractive when you live for discipline, because the things that you want to probably give somebody a right or a left, or you can't do that, and I wouldn't encourage you to, but but it may seem idiotic, but it's not idiotic. It's because you've chosen the wiser path, because what is ahead of you, what is ahead of you that you're fighting to become, and you're fighting to attain to, is far greater than the minimum, the minimalistic anger that you will just partake in, and and that don't last for a minute. So I would say the approach that I come with is not like I'm preaching down, or I'm condemning or judging or making a scene. No, I come from a holistic and a fully comprehensive position and perspective, that I understand from all sides of the coin. But for your future, for your betterment, I would encourage you, leave the member, leave that. That ain't attractive. You're going to scare the kids, you're going to scare the babies, you're going to scare the mama, the woman. Some people they live such a sheltered life. They have never seen such a scene. You don't want to give them a fright, do you? So I would say drop it, and get something, even though you may work for something that you may think you cannot attain, but try. I do implore you to try, keep trying. And I do understand that sometimes it's not difficult, it's not easy, it's never easy, because there's nothing that is easy. But I'll say to you, don't give up, keep trying, keep pushing, and keep on moving, because sky is the limit. And what you're doing, the drugs, that is just not attractive for people coming in. It's not attractive to see for nothing and nobody. So I would say clean it up. Stop. Full stop. And let us move on to progress in a very intelligent and very lightning way, that the world can see the illumination of goodness. Take care.